The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. The terminal opens for you like a welcoming flower.
What do I find?
I don't know, what do you want?
I wonder how to shut down this base.
Unfortunately, you chose the wrong terminal for that. This one holds detailed information on the selection process for evolutionary traits for robotic monoforms.
Okay, this is not the right terminal, right? How many other terminals are there for me to look at?
I want that
Just this
terminal.
one, because when you access this one, the other one shut down.
Oh, everything shuts down.
Except for this
No,
terminal.
it contains
So if I turn this one off-
genetic data.
Then you lose access to this terminal.
And all others as well.
Pretty much.
Okay. I've only got this. It's all about the fucking robots out there.
Shut them down, recall them.
Can I recall them?
That is an option.
Can I recall them and shut them down?
That is also an option.
Then I will recall them and shut them down.
Okay, they start heading towards the base, then fall over, shut down.
I'll recall them.
Okay, you wait.
Yes.
You wait and you wait and you wait
No,
and you
Wait,
wait.
you
I know,
can't
it'll
send
be-
a command
oh,
that's like
command
return and then
once
when you
return.
No, because a robot that is
Yeah.
in command of this facility wouldn't need to do that.
It wouldn't?
It wouldn't need to queue it up.
Because he's interfaced with it, he
Because
can
he's
just do it.
interfaced with it.
Yeah, no, but...
So therefore, that functionality is not needed, so it isn't there.
Yeah, fair
Could I write that in there though?
Yeah, sure, take the time.
You're better off just taking the time to wait for them all to come back to the thing.
But the game, it's a lot of distance.
They're very fast animals.
Most of them are.
Except for T-Rex.
The T-Rex is fast.
No, he's pretty fast just
And
simply
he's
because
close
his
to the
legs
base.
are so long.
Right, then I'll...
So eventually they're all nestled within their storage units. And you shut them down.
And while he's doing that, we're going to get Soviets set down somewhere.
And...
Assume safe and start.
Oh no.
He's just as damaged as me.
He's
Oh,
way
well,
less damaged
I'll
than
get-
you.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
I-
gonna do a treatment on you, check over your wounds.
Magic healing.
He
Well,
fondles
while
your
you're on your
peaches.
way, because it's a pretty big area.
Duck! Are
No.
you talking about my bones?
There's checking your wounds, the 19 on treatment.
Cool, go nuts.
So while we're waiting for the robots to come back, you'll be taking photos of planes that I flick through.
Well, I'm memorizing it all.
Amazingly, memorization takes time. Lots of time.
That's why I'm saying take photos of it, which don't take time.
Also amazingly, this is one of those great screens that were designed by the NSA a long time ago that defeat photographs. Not that you know that when you're taking them.
I'm not... Well, no, because we have to wait ages for them all to come back in anyway.
Okay, cool. You memorized one tiny fragment of a schematic. Because I looked up how long it takes to memorize things. And just because you two have eidetic memory. So guess who's getting fuckballed now? Unless you want to spend days here.
Should
I
I?
would be fine spending days here.
Oh, wait, actually, can I send this data to my computer?
You
No.
want to send this corrupted...
Because if you could send
yeah,
data
be
from this
corrupted.
facility,
Yeah.
then they could contact the central thing.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be completely isolated.
And also,
on its own
I can't
network.
download the data out of it because
Having
it's
brain
corrupted.
damage is a victory in and of itself.
Yeah, I can't download the data because it's corrupted to begin with.
I also imagine it takes up a lot of space that your home computer doesn't have.
I could send you one of these robots.
An animal can be inspirational.
That would be useful.
Get the T-Rex.
So I send you,
Get
so I
the
send you
T-Rex.
T-Rex to your
I
base.
don't want the T-Rex! Fuck!
Fucking robot T-Rex.
Give me one of those fucking
on your
wolves!
house.
The fucking teleport.
Do you want me to send a teleporting robot to your base?
You can't send it out of the barrier, but like... I would like to.
To the edge of the
Just pick
barrier.
it up at the
I
edge
would
of the
like
barrier.
to pick some of these apart. Like that's all I'm saying.
So you want me to send it to the barrier where the car is?
No, you've shut them all down. I can transport them. It's
I can
fine.
still drive
I'm
it.
assuming this is an in-character conversation.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
okay. If it's in character,
Would you like me to send one of these to your base? To your car?
yeah, it's a new one of those wolves.
Just the wolf?
How do you expect me to carry a number of these animals?
Just so you know, the command structures, you'd have to send an entire pack
Yeah.
of 4 wolves.
I'll have to send 4 of them though.
While
Just send
Bevan
them
and
to their rooms, shut them down.
Bevan and
I'll pick one
Skinwalker are
up.
attending to me, I'm just going to go over the radio. I'm fine, thanks for asking.
Alright.
The snooty cow whines in your ears.
Goes.
The mummy whines in your and now you attack
The mermaid!
Hey, yeah. Yeah.
the robot comes back and kills Soviet and then explodes.
Alright. So there's not much else I can do on here anyway. He doesn't want the. He doesn't want 4 anymore. It's one he's going to pick his own one up.
Okay. I don't care how
Yep.
you get one.
How many could we fit in the Nisa?
None. They are as big as the Nisa.
Are they?
They're oversized, large mechanical animals.
Take one to the roof.
That's what I meant. That's the only way I could think you're doing it. Is this thing like
Sure.
a carcass hanging over the
Just
roof?
imagine the next crap checkpoint rolling back into town.
I mean, you guys attracted enough attention blowing out of town and going through states and running over state troopers and patrols and shit.
And nuns.
You know, you can't really. No, that's just stupid. You can't really attract more attention by blowing back through with a big robot roof. They're just going to be like, yeah, of course. Big robot wolf on the roof. Why the fuck not?
Big game.
I thought it was going to be a T-Rex.
On the way back, I like the idea you're going to pull up to an intersection and there's going to be this guy who's in a pickup truck and he's got the stag
Yeah,
carcass
stag.
and then he looks across to you. He's like, "Thick."
Eat shit, loser.
This is what a real man hunts.
Yep, so once it's sorted out, I'll turn that one off and then I'll try turning on another one, which is when I'll find out I can't.
Wait, you can't?
No.
Yep.
Ugh.
So, the altar is lit up again.
Right, let's make our way to the altar.
Ow. Ow.
You
Ow.
guys,
Ow.
All the screens are displaying the same message.
What does it do?
Passphrase for elevator access required.
Wait, it's another altar. Do we get a destroyer thing?
so, yeah.
Gamer.
Can you hack it?
No, but it's the same passphrase as before, which is the shadows. Got some of the notes today too.
I would argue that since we have this passphrase memorized,
I would argue that my players should care enough to remember an important and very obvious passphrase that they just listened to today.
I know.
hang on, I'll pull up the video.
Cool, more views.
Shadows darken and light my way.
There we go.
Oh.
It's gather, but I'll give you that.
No.
The elevator clunks and begins going down.
And the
Yeah.
robot head's still on it?
Yeah, well, the bits, because it blew up as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's going down.
We're supposed to be going down?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the way to the main control room.
Oh.
I hope there aren't any more trials.
I hope there are
Or
no more
robots.
robots with sharp things and
There is no
weapons
way
and
there are no
lasers.
more robots.
There's at least one more robot.
Maximilian.
Yeah, the boss fight.
Yeah, I mean, what was that?
Sub-boss.
That
You
was the
might want
puzzle.
to check in with River and KA.
Yeah, better. I'm getting no response. I don't know why she's blowing the mic, but she is.
No, that's...
I know,
I just
I know.
can't be fucked making more noises.
We could just be too deep at this point.
Okay, so eventually the elevator stops, and it's just wall around you, and there's a little person-sized entryway down a short, little dingy, badly lit corridor. Light flickers.
Can he fit?
Just. A little bit.
He's like, I'm scraping up the paint on my arms.
Okay.
Fuck you!
Turn sideways!
Okay, guys, let's sneak down. Sneak.
What?
Yeah, I mean, they make fun of you, but they're not the ones who got shot out of the air and then juggled around the room, are they? That was Sweater Cow over here. Hi, everyone. That's me. Boing.
Right.
It ends in a door with a doorknob.
That's odd.
The hinges are on this side of the door, so it obviously opens outwards.
Karen. I'll go through.
You'd think in a place with this many robots, they would have oil for hinges.
I'm sure it's intentional one day.
Inside is a room about this size. There's an elaborate workstation converted into an altar with many pictures and molded little metal figurines of the Dr. Destructor that you're familiar with. And in front of it, flaking with rust, is a robot of humanoid design, kneeling before it with its hands like that, raised above its head in supplication. It is unmoving.
There's nothing else in the room. This is the last room, Destructo.
The lights flicker a bit.
So it's just a basic.
So, like, in this room...
An obvious speaker on top of the thing goes and falls off.
So in this room, so, like, there's an altar at one end. There's no way out of this room except the way we walked in.
No.
It's at the end of the line.
Do you think that's him?
That's what I was wondering.
Does he look like a House Series robot?
No.
Maximilian wasn't, though.
It's not very impressive.
Does it have a symbol and everything on the floor?
No.
Assuming he's still in there. That wasn't an old shell that he's long abandoned.
I, like, move closer to the altar.
Cool. You are now closer to the altar.
Look at the guy, the robot.
It looks like a robot.
Like, from the front, like, it looks like it's... So it's just an old, rusted robot.
Very rusted. It doesn't move.
It's like its eyes don't move, or...
Nothing moves.
You said the Dr. Destructo pictures look like we know him today.
Sure. He's always looked like that.
So he looks the same age he is
Yeah.
on the pictures as
Well,
again.
that doesn't mean anything because we've seen it. It has gotten network updates that were recent because the big
Yeah,
robot
but
rig.
these are photographs, isn't that right? They're actual photos, or?
They're depictions.
They're paintings,
Oh,
right?
I know
Got
some
a little
of them
figure.
more, but yeah.
Yeah, I like... I actually want one of these things.
That shouldn't be too hard to break one off.
I'll see if, like, the robot responds to, like, if I put my hand on its shoulder and, like, attempt to move it.
Okay. Yeah, it falls over sideways, crashing to the ground, rising a great pile of rust flakes and dust. Its arm breaks off. It just rattles around there. So now it's just like that, but on its side, with one arm falling off.
Alright, I'll investigate the room and see if there's anything else.
No,
Is there anything under this altar? Because last time it was just like a cloth thrown over.
just a workstation converted into an altar.
cloth off.
No cloth.
Okay, is there any power to the workstation?
Yes, it's on.
Can I see the terminal?
Yeah.
Is there a screen? So, alright.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I want to access it then.
You clear aside a couple of depictions of Dr. Destructor, and there's the terminal there. It's currently displaying just this litany of begging prayers, begging the Creator to return and bestow its divine wisdom of destruction.
Are these just like static, or are they like typing out?
It's currently static.
Okay.
I'll try and access it.
And it's easy. It's completely unlocked.
Yeah.
So this is the Master System Register.
Yeah.
It is completely corrupted with bizarre instructions and code. This is... give me an IT roll, actually.
RM-I/. 29.
This looks like highly infectious code that would compel any machine to basically devote itself entirely to bringing about the return of its creator god and joining with it. In fact, had you been in any kind of interface with technology thing, like even like Deus Ex's Icebreaker, you would now be compelled.
Yeah. This is real bad.
It looks like the last entry here was in 1991, and every entry has just been a long list of supplications by Maximilian to his creator god. The system registers the critical power failure in the system overseer in 91.
So this has been failing since 91. I think the only thing I can do is just wipe the system.
Might be best.
What would happen if you input a command that indicated that the creator had come back? Would it end the program, or would it?
No, I think it's beyond that now.
It wants to join with the creator.
Yeah, exactly.
It could initiate some
Automated
program.
Could
The
you?
system register also indicates that the exterior communication and networking, the global networking feature, was intentionally sabotaged by divisive units in 1986.
Okay, yep.
It also indicates that the vivisection of Titan team member Dr. X was conducted in this facility.
Oh.
Does it say where?
Remains were stored in the storage areas on the same level as Miranda's in.
It's not nice.
Anyone remember who Dr. X was?
Like the Professor X-ish.
Oh.
Imagine some performance.
25.
18.
Not even close.
Not as high as them, so.
He was a member of the Titan team. He was basically like the tech guru who could speak to machines, apparently. That's the rumor.
Does it say if the vivisection returned any results?
Yes, it learned that various chemical components, minerals and other things could be juiced from biological creatures.
So I was wondering, that's where it learns to make the juicer.
The vivisection was fatal. As they tend to be.
So if you permanently shut this one down here, is that gonna stop
Just wipe it from the room.
what's going on up there?
I don't know.
This does have the ability to activate a system, a full facility restart. Like a wipe down to default.
Because you said this finishes at 91, right?
And that operation is restricted, so not even the facility overseer can do it.
But obviously the stuff with the robotic animals and other things that have been happening in the juicer is a lot more recent, so that's
Oh,
still...
no, the animals have been an older thing. That was one of its original purposes. I wipe it back to its default settings.
Oh, that's what the robot wants.
Yes, I know. Can I access the room that they're stored in at the moment?
Yes.
So could I unlock it all?
You've got new entries and new command functions in there, which include juicer activation. Apparently the activation of the juicer was restricted, so only Maximilian or the facility overseer can do it from this terminal.
Yeah.
Which, as you look around now, realize was never going to happen.
No.
Because he has been non-functional for a decade.
So, what's their stake? So I should be able to find it. Are they unconscious, or are they being held in a state of...
Okay, so 47 and Miranda are both being held in a suspension liquid. The suspension liquid provides body nutrient for humanoid type beings with an 80% fall off. It prevents cognition.
So in other words, once we release them from the tubes, they'll come back to consciousness.
That is a logical deduction you can make.
If you just turn off the safety mechanisms, we can just break them out.
That is a thing you can do.
Yeah,
Releasing them from down here would be a mistake.
it would, because I'll have time to wake up by the time we got there. Right, so I'll turn off the safety devices in the room.
No
the
problem.
guns and stuff. And I will put the system into a factory reset. Yeah, no. Let's just restart. Let's put this in the loop. I'm almost done here, and we can go up and finish this off. Get out of here.
Set it for like 5 or 6 hours just to be safe.
Yep. Right. So we'll head out now. Once I'm finished.
Okay, so about an hour later, you're ready to go.
She's still got some of those candy bars. I'm hungry. She won't.
No, she won't. She destroyed the last machine.
Resorted to eating plastic.
It's gonna be a shitter when I tell her that it was never actually gonna work. Well, it was gonna work, but it was never gonna be actually activated.
So you go back to the elevator.
So,
Does it go back up?
no.
Is there a way to make it go back? That's
How do you
obvious. I mean, that's
What
obvious.
It's not a button or anything.
Zane's gonna access the terminal. See if it goes back up.
I think it's better if we somehow get up, otherwise.
Well, I wonder if it's still
I
tied.
mean, I just used the elevator passphrase, but whatever.
It's like ascend.
I'll try. But last time it took us down further, so...
Yeah.
Well, we try the elevator
Shadows
password.
together and light my way.
Oh, it says incorrect passphrase.
There must be one for going up.
And you got a terminal, you can just go to look.
I'll have a look at the passphrases.
IT. You gotta find where it's hidden.
25.
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
Do I roll a 1? No. Do I pass? Yes.
It's like that, is it? Okay. Okay, so the up passphrase is your kings and queens hit the ground like rain.
Your kings and queens to the ground like rain.
Up you go. Yeah, okay, so some time later, you get back to the place where you were.
The top area.
River there.
No, we're at the top of the elevator room.
Yeah.
So we have to walk back through 6 stories.
Has anything changed with the room we know?
There's like
as a room?
robots moving around doing things. They ignore you completely.
The cleaver here.
I mean, there's still a wall full of robots that's slowly being disassembled by robots.
Is that terminal in there not accessible?
Actually, yes, that room without a door that you were all whining about is
Yeah.
now an opening.
Is that terminal accessible though?
Well, there is a terminal that is lit up.
Can I have a look at that terminal?
Yes, you can.
What does that terminal do?
1. Activate.
Do we want to do this or just...
No.
Oh, okay, we'll leave it.
I'm guessing whatever it was.
So hang on. You jump up and down and hoot and holler about the room you can't get into. And you get into it and you're like, fuck this. I'm out.
Well, I mean, I don't know about the others, but I suspect there was something to help us with something we've already now dealt with.
I'll try calling River again.
Yeah,
You were on our way back up.
I know.
So,
Hurry up.
you were on the way.
Just come straight here. Don't do anything else.
Where's here? Yes, you come right here. So all the guns and the pressure plates are deactivated, but the
Oh, cool.
but she's still locked in there.
Yes, I can see that.
Yep. But we can break her out of that. But
Yep.
we have to decide what we're going to do. So,
Remember not to mess with anything on your way here.
okay.
Very specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, she was very specific about not touching anything on the way out. So I'm leaving.
Okay. So the cleaver is nowhere that's visibly apparent.
Oh, that's what I was.
Going up.
Go up through the manufacturing section. It is a buzz. Many things are being built.
I suppose. Is this okay?
It hasn't rebooted yet, so I don't know.
There's a bunch of robots taking human carcasses from a storage bin that you've never opened, and they're throwing them into a furnace.
Oh. Let's just keep walking.
Is this okay?
It's probably rebooting itself back down to zero again, clearing out the whole system. So we really need to get out of here and get.
Those are people.
They're dead.
A robot with a big number 2 on its chest walks up to you, and it's like, which of you is not necessary?
We're all necessary.
Which of you organics must be disposed of first?
None of us.
I think we should go.
The only one not necessary here is you.
I understand. It walks away and throws itself into the furnace. And robot with a number 3 painted on its chest is like, no.
Climb the entryway.
You get to the top and there are 2 robots wearing robes made out of human skin.
Oh.
They're like, you have come from the below. Are you the one? Answer mismatch error. Are you the one?
Yes.
Please input the passcode.
Which one? We've got a few.
Please input the necessary passcode for transgression. The other one turns to it and says, how can 5 units be the one? The one is only 1 unit.
Metaphysical.
Of course it is the divine mystery. Passcode. The one who knows the
Your
passcode.
kings and queens feel like rain.
That is a very high level passcode. I've never even heard it. That's how you know it's high level. Clearly they are the one. They must pass.
I thought the one was supposed to be female.
Why is it scarier coming up than it was going down? Jeez.
Don't hide how shameful that is.
They're still displaying elements of religion.
It hasn't wiped
Corruption
it.
still exists.
It hasn't wiped it yet.
We can never change the system through procreating, but we can change the system through traveling. We should go with the one. Yes, let us accompany the one.
You need to stay here and protect.
That one is male, the one must be female. That one is the one. It's metaphysical, yes.
Hello.
Hello.
It's-
Politician, give in to tits.
They do, yes. You can carry on with your normal duties. We are fine.
We are to follow the one.
There's no need for that.
Only when the one reaches the world may we be destroyed in holy greatness.
Okay.
Backwards and upwards.
I guess you have some new fans.
I still can't smell. So what are you guys doing?
Going up.
Farther
we go on.
Eventually you get back to where the river is. She's playing cards with KA. Oh hey, look who decided to live.
Just.
Oh crap, what happened to you? Why do you have skin monsters following you?
Don't ask.
Kate looks at them and is like, oh. They are... You did not touch anything on way up, right?
No,
What did you release?
we didn't release anything. We've got the roots.
Why are the acolyte here?
They said they have to follow
Follow me for
the
some
one
reason.
until they reach surface. So
Do you want them?
No. I was just gonna blow them
Double striker! 2 giant spikes the length of her forearms are suddenly embedded in their heads and they fall over backwards.
I was gonna wait until we got to the top and saved any problems, but here's fine.
Okay.
Just walk over, sprinkle some specks of stuff and go, Nanite consume, destroy, disintegrate, disintegrate. They begin dissolving. Human skin. Congratulations, success. Is facility still working? Did not default?
it will. I didn't want it to default and shut us down there.
She pinches your cheek. Very clever.
So it's going to be another hour and it'll reset itself, so it gives us time to get out.
Your success was not guaranteed. You are very good. What can I do to reward you?
Not that.
Right.
I say, pointing at the two. What's
Can
it-
you get these two to the surface?
That your arms are broken? Okay.
No,
We
hold
need
on.
them to stay in the jail.
And we would like them to stay in the jail for as long as possible. And
Might not want to be so literal with the robot.
No, okay, I understand the language.
me and River will. Doesn't really matter at the moment. I'm tired. I need sleep. We will wait outside the cordon and
Oh, cover story.
Cover
for
story.
Military.
yes. What?
So many military die fighting robots till recalled.
What?
Now the robots are recalled military everywhere looking for endurance.
Oh, God damn it.
Helicopters take away car.
Oh. And probably the wreckage too.
They at the wreckage. Crime scene. Shall I go stop them?
Just go get my car back.
Okay. She'll just walk out.
What do you think she's going to
Wait,
do?
she's
get your
gonna
car
kill
back?
those soldiers.
All of them.
No, wait,
Wait a
stop.
She's gone already.
Oh yeah, gone.
Right now, you could have got her to carry these up on the way out.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so the suspension gel is like contained, so you can just like disconnect the thing and move it easily. It's modular that way.
Oh, which would be really handy.
Oh, so it
'cause
doesn't need a charge through it to sort of.
Oh god, I'm so glad you were able to do it in time to stop them from being juiced. They built a second machine, but I couldn't muster enough power to not melt it twice.
About that,
I'm so hungry.
It's fine. We dealt with everything. Let's keep going.
The second juicer wouldn't have worked. They fixed the program.
Oh! Knew I could rely on you. So anyway, that robot weirdly attached to you.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't understand what's going on.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that I knew you were going out with someone, I would say this was the perfect answer.
Let's just leave. I've had enough today.
Have you been modifying the robot? No. Have you been modifying the robot's personality?
How?
Well, I don't know, Xander. You just show up with a robot that loves you for some reason.
Robots can't love. That's stupid.
I'm using the word to describe its attachment to him.
Okay.
I think wherever we'll agree we have to make a candy stop on the way back.
No, I mean, one cannot live on candy alone.
Or at least some kind of food.
Well, whatever we do, we're going to get out of here. You guys are going to get away from the military.
So, what's the cover story for? Why
Everything.
you are all here? If they've taken the car, then they'll have mentioned you're here.
I'm sure it won't take any more than an extra few minutes to get that
Right, go
done.
back and get that stuff.
Go grab that stuff.
Yeah, I'll run back. Pick up.
It's conveniently lying on a plastic mat with a drawstring, like one of those Lego mat things. So you can just
Big grab bag and.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
His
Very
remains
small
in his
bag.
gear.
Just remember, Xander, just because you're desperate doesn't mean you're not average.
What?
What does that even mean?
Are you running out of chocolate again?
I'm not running out of chocolate. I am empty backpack, long out of it.
More plastic? Because obviously all the maps that were made
Don't need any
don't
more.
need them anymore.
Not eating plastic without nougat.
Don't you have fudge?
I'm not a machine.
Fudge.
I don't need your boob fudge.
It's warm.
No, it's not.
I know, it's perfect.
Mr. Langley makes the best fudge.
I don't need to know why you have Mr. Langley in your tits.
Right, so you haven't actually been in costume this whole time, right? Because you need to not be in costume.
Oh
when
no,
you walk out of this
I would
facility.
have taken off the costume by now, yeah.
You know what? I hate to suggest this because I don't want to endure this, but you know what would probably really sell the whole prisoners of the doctor thing? Is if you were to wang us both on the head and knock us out.
Okay.
I'm sure a martial arts master such as yourself would know how to do it without killing us.
Problem is he's in the suit.
Yeah, it's built to be precise for this. It's a
Mhm.
non-lethal suit.
Have you not seen the
Yeah, I have.
nothing?
I have.
Nothing? Tra-la-la.
What? Oh, just hurry up.
How long did you put the timer on?
We've got 10 minutes now. Come on, let's move.
No, I'm actually asking out of
That was
It's
like
5
5
hours.
hours.
It's been half that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I would have waited till we got to the surface to
Are
do
we
Yeah,
that.
I
Are we not there?
No.
Oh, well, I
Big facility.
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
so now you're at the top level,
Yeah.
you see animal robots. 2 big T-Rexes crouched down. The lighting is more consistent because the robot's passive standby glow is going. And you can see that bit you didn't go into is a huge ramp leading up to somewhere.
Like the robot entrance to the city.
I mean, how else do you get a T-Rex with that little doorway thing? You don't.
Well, we're going through the little door.
Okay. So you just walk brazenly right out the fucking... You move, you just go... Boulder aside! Right out into the daylight. Right? That's how that goes, yeah?
Right. So I have to knock out these two, and then we all have to like run.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way. Okay.
I can fly one out.
You're carrying parts and
Oh,
a
yeah.
person. I'm carrying 2 boxes full of gel.
Well, we could put those parts in my empty backpack. Just saying.
And then
There
take
you go.
the backpack off her.
And then take the backpack so they don't search the backpack on the unconscious, helpless girl.
Take the backpack.
Oh shit,
So, yeah.
unconscious, helpless. Ooh.
Unconscious.
When I'm sleeping, does my arm drop its colouring so it looks like a robot arm?
How would
again?
I know? You locked your door.
What, and you never crack my security ever, Mr. Hacker?
Why should I? You've got your privacy.
You don't have yours.
I'm hoping that you'll learn from my example.
I learned a lot about what not to do.
wish K8 were here. If they could do that teleport thing like they did to the other
She
robots.
was around. But you've already made a wish, so never mind.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have to go out.
Okay, so you go out. There's no soldiers around that you can see.
Run!
Okay. I'll start moving in the direction of where the car was.
Cool. You will see a large military presence around that area. Like they've got a base vehicle set up. There's helicopters parked there. There's soldiers milling around. They don't seem to have noticed you guys.
So where did K8 take you? He's
I know.
out.
You guys might want to boost. I'm gonna get their attention and drop all of this off.
Where are we
Because we're
boosting?
leaving Xander and River and Miranda and 47.
Okay, so you're gonna knock these two out.
Yep.
Okay, who are you doing first?
River.
Cool. She folds to the ground, and her arm goes from human-colored and kind of human-looking to it's a Krell arm.
Change that spectrum.
Right.
Oh, actually, don't do that. That's a terrible idea.
It's Krell and magic
Krell
does
made
it
it.
next.
Know what you do.
I was hoping you would not remember that.
Right, can you put a glove or something on her arm and change the glove?
No, because then won't the gloves still be magically enhanced and wrapped around the Krell, and therefore
It's the Krell. You can't apply it to the Krell armor.
it's wrapping
Putting
the Krell.
magic on the crown metal
Okay.
causes the randomization.
Yeah.
If I enchant my own amulet, which is the only thing I own, and put it on her, losing my ability to use magic after that, can I hide her arm?
So you're putting the amulet round her neck,
So therefore she
and this would be resting over on her clothing, or would you put it underneath?
probably underneath her clothing.
Okay, so when you move to do that, you will notice that the metal has spread all along
Oh.
here. So you stop.
The
No,
only
I
way
think-
this is going to work is if you can somehow affect the minds of the soldiers looking at her.
No,
Somehow
I,
we're really convenient right now.
Yeah.
We've got to wake her up.
She's going to have to fake it. She's already
And
got
she's gonna
the
have to fake
bruise
it.
on her head, so they might buy it.
Can you wake her up? Anyone?
no, I don't want to try using magic on her like this. It might be safer to just
You can just remove status effects from people.
Yeah, but
you could maybe
Maybe.
leadership her back or
I don't
whatever.
care. Oh, still don't give me that. They're not. Let's change.
You don't have a hero point? I might be willing to give you a hero point or two if you give up having the wolf.
he ain't even got the wolf in the end.
I know, but he can still get one.
I'll give up on the wolf idea.
Okay, you can have a couple of hero points.
I'll take one and just leadership her away.
Oh, where am I? What why am I still here? Why are you assholes all around?
Bad.
Your
Arm doesn't work.
Don't look at me.
Okay.
You're going to have to
New
fake.
plan. You are both conscious, and we all leave, and you walk into the military base and tell them we dropped you off.
At least. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got enough bruises on me anyway.
Or like, and because we can like fuck their
Well, it's
clothes
been
up.
enough time. Y'all hear a sonic boom crack through the air, and then there's a high-pitched whining noise.
Oh shit.
There's a pair of white arrow shapes approaching very quickly
Go.
over the horizon.
Go now.
Yeah, let's go.
You are witness to a pair of Star Vipers landing with military up.
Actually, so I'll break open the cases, the case Miranda and Agent 47
Yeah,
as we
okay.
leave.
They'll goo out.
And then we head off in the opposite direction of the military and the Starbucks.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, you two.
So you guys going to book it back to the base, or because there's not a lot of hiding places?
We're gonna go back to the base and hope that that's where KA brings the car.
If nothing else, when the animals wake up on reboot, that'll be a distraction for us to run. And the military will be busy leaving the fenced area.
Assuming the animals don't attack us if we're still in there.
Well, they can let them know about the fenced area, so...
Yeah.
We don't know about the fenced area.
They were just captured, not deemed useful enough to be used.
The military
They were
would,
talking about
the military would know about the
destroying
fenced area. The military would know about the fenced area.
Which they were destroying.
Right.
You're going back to the base. Okay. So you guys stumble forwards to, and like some soldiers will notice you, and they'll be like,
Help! Help!
"Hands where we could see them." And she's like,
My cousin and the other agent, they're over here.
What? I don't understand a thing you're saying. We're just not up right there, sir. Don't make me. Jesus, fuck.
they'll come over and they'll rifle you back over towards the military. So there's a bunch of military guys, they're officers, and they're like, "So, you're the terrorists who set up those robots."
No, I'm Xander Magruder. I was on the plane and
Well, this story checks out.
you send the troops to go get my cousin and her partner.
A couple of guys will march up.
They're in some sort of goo. I don't.
Well, we're going to need to know what the fuck you're doing here. The plane went down, you appear to be fine. Yes, I'm fine. We're all fine here. How are you?
We're not really that fine.
You've got a smart mouth on you, little girl. Something around here has to be smart.
She takes after her uncle.
You know, my Uncle Lewis. That was probably him flying in there. Yeah, this is an army operation. The Air Force has no jurisdiction here. Unless they have dibs.
And it's their plane.
They're playing our ground. Yeah, the colonel walks in and he's like, "Wow, the army living up to their no qualifications needed reputation." Colonel Lewis. General in my way. The Navy are taking jurisdiction over this case. That's an Air Force plane, but Navy personnel were on board and killed. These are all material witnesses. We'll be returning them to Washington for immediate debriefing as soon as we can take one of those Blackhawks. You have absolutely no jurisdiction here, Colonel. Well, maybe you want to call the President about that, because that's where my orders come from. Go over there and call the President. It doesn't go well. It doesn't go well at all. General in my way comes back. He's Native American. He's like, "Well, I can't say that I like it, but, well." So you guys are militaried over to
The next
helicopter?
military.
There's a bunch of Navy guys there. Probably Marines. And they're like, on board. Your uncle's like, "So, you two okay?"
As okay as we can be.
I was captured with Xander. We were forced to be in the same place for a long period of time. It was horrible. Also, Miranda and Agent 47 were floating in goo for some reason, and they were going to juice them. They were going to juice them.
Oh, they're just so weird.
Robot animals were going to juice them.
It was crazy in there. I've never seen any of those robots like that doing the. No, please don't.
Well, you're going to have to take you back to be debriefed.
No,
but You look okay.
Yeah. I'm still in one piece.
Well, that's something.
How is Miranda?
Well, as soon as she arrives, which should be as soon as... Excuse me. You're fine.
Yeah.
Just leaving Trebor.
Yeah.
And he's like... Eventually your family gets back on the thing and you fly away. Back to Washington.
You're going the wrong way.
So the rest of you, here you are in the base, camping out for the night.
Right, so I have to power down. So don't talk to me unless she actually arrives in the vehicle. Otherwise I will not have the power to get in the vehicle and drive us back. See what the spirits of this
A
is.
few hours later, it happens. Facility goes into reset, and the sense of overwhelming despair gone instantly.
It's gone. That presence. Can you feel it?
Can we? So you can connect to the spirits more easily again?
Maybe. It may take them some time to return. Find out. I'll let the eagle go. And just see if I can use the Raven again. Shift back into Tokyo.
Yes.
It is good to be back.
You feel the spirits of like curious woodland animals returning to the area.
Things are beginning to become what they are meant to be.
No, I have
There's the man standing in a room full of robot dinosaurs and animals.
Spirits are returned.
Well, I hope they don't come back just to get eaten by the...
Thank you for coming to my aid when I was getting
You can hear the sounds
shot
of
up by the
construction
robot
happening below.
skinwalker.
No problem.
You risked yourself and got hurt quite a bit yourself, so thank you.
I would do it for any of you.
So, you touch down in Washington. The first thing you hear is they're giving a report to your uncle. It's like about 3 hours after you left, the entire encampment got just fucking destroyed. Don't even know what happened. There's just puddles of flesh goo. He's like, oh, it's really fucking weird. It'd have to be some kind of powerful thing that did that. Well, maybe we'll find out what's behind the whole robot thing when we debrief our witnesses. And, so, Miranda will arrive around your side, and she'll be like, well, did they put you in goo too?
No, they're trying to make us work for them.
Why would they want you to work for them?
Computer?
Oh. That makes a degree of sense, I suppose. What do they want? They kept talking about the creator?
There's something wrong with them. I don't know what it was. It was just...
Agent 47 gives you this look.
I don't know what that was going on. All I know is if
It's
I
not a suspicious list.
didn't if I didn't do what they're asked, there was...
So what did they ask you to do?
They were trying to get me to access their systems, which I can't.
Yeah, but they're their systems.
I know, that's the fucked up thing about it.
Language.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
Yeah, fucking language, you bastard.
Yeah.
And kept up with her for
Your uncle comes over. He's like, "Okay, what captured you?
I don't know.
Robots. So helpful, Miranda. So helpful.
When I woke up, I was in the base.
Very specific robots. They're old-style Dr. Destructo ones. Like really old, like a couple decades. So not Dr. Destructo, someone using his crap. That was my thought. No, it's probably him. What, so no one else can use his discarded crap?
Well, as I said, they were trying to make us access the system. I don't know.
And that could be some kind of terrorist group trying to use old Dr. Destructo tech to harm America. Bombardment. That's a good theory. Did you see anyone?
Well, apart from us four, no.
I mean, the story we didn't say to this was that we rescued you, but like, okay.
17.
Because that would have been good PR for the group.
Yeah.
17.
So, no one at all. Well, not in the base, but then the Handsome Power Core arrived and they saved us.
That was
Power Core.
Yeah, they.
Power Core?
Well, they.
Was that Duke Nukem guy there?
I didn't see him.
Is now the time. Sorry. Possibly someone using Dr. Destructo technology, possibly him, captured you all because the plane crashed.
I'm guessing the plane crashed in their territory. I don't know. Where did we crash?
Kansas. Well, actually, we crashed because a dirty great big robot smashed into the plane, and then a girl fought the robot and made another hole, and then naturally the plane, lacking integrity in engines, fell out of the sky. And then we got wrestled away by it. These two got left behind, or at least they didn't come with us, they just marched us out of the bloody plane.
Well, I don't know how we got in there. I was out cold.
Yeah, they came back. They came back and took us. Xander was bleeding from a head wound, but they carried him and then made him work on computers while I was a hostage to make sure he did what they told him to do. And then, as we said, eventually the big heroes came and heroed us. Well, anyway, let's get you inside. You're bustled off to a military decontamination facility, where you will spend several weeks. Did you want to recover the rest of your humans?
The other members of our group or others here?
Not all members of the facility are robots. All non-robots are classified as humans by the system design.
How many? How many people?
One.
Oh,
People.
There's only one. Okay. Can you?
The ramp opens up there. Actually, probably close to where you're exploring.
Yeah.
There's the sound of jet rockets landing sound. It sounds a lot like what he would do.
Okay. I'll look in that direction.
Standing at 7 feet tall, in the blue and white armored plate, Diablo!
Is it worth heading towards the rest of them? Or?
Yes.
Okay, I will follow it.
Are we still dealing with 4 back at the main?
Yes.
Yes.
So he'd probably be the first one to notice it coming because he's facing in that direction.
Right, power on.
You could have warned me Diablo was here.
He only just arrived.
The system the new system.
Diablo.
The new administrator.
Temporary administrator.
Okay, what's the current conundrum and where's KA? And my car?
The current system query before you is, do you wish to take possession of the remaining humanoids? Humanoids
Yes.
being defined as not entirely mechanical.
Yes.
Yes.
Very well, it will be brought to you. Other reasons you are still here.
K8 said she would bring my vehicle here.
K8.
Look, I'm not fond of it either.
It is here.
Well, no. Well, I don't know.
It left
It
to
helped us.
get our vehicle and return it to us.
But it never
Vehicle.
returned.
Lisa. Primitive armored personnel character.
That's the one.
Accessing your tracking system.
Hey, thanks. You could have just done this when I wasn't.
Your vehicle is approaching. It will be here in 1/2 hour. In 35 minutes, if you remain in the base, I will end you. End you. End you.
Your speed of being standard operation for walking in your shoes. Every step is a
There's only one way to stop Labour's taxes.
Kill them.